Hello my friends, how are you doing? It is time for the creative pack of the month, and this time I made for you an amazing sunset and beach LUT pack. Here's a teaser. Boom! And we're back in Affinity Photo, and I have to say this pack is really close to my heart for two reasons. First of all, it is inspired by my Asia trip. I'm in Thailand right now, as you might know. But secondly, this pack is kind of a cheat code, to be honest, because a lot of you ask me about specific looks, and I know from experience that most of these looks you ask me about are created with Lightroom and Photoshop because they are based on the Adobe Color Science. Now here I found a workaround where I created these looks for you and then made lots of them, so you do not need Lightroom or Photoshop, but you can still have these beautiful colors. Isn't that amazing? You save so much money and you can still have the same cool looks in there. Like I said, the Pro version has 45 LUTs, and because they are LUTs, you can use them in any kind of software that accepts LUTs. For example, Affinity Photo, Luminar AI, DaVinci Resolve. You can even use them on videos, which is really, really cool. And the good thing about LUTs is, first of all, they are very easy to use. And secondly, you can adapt them, so they are also very versatile. I will show you how to use them. You don't even need an online course this time because it's so easy to use them. Now here it is. There's two ways to use LUTs in Affinity Photo. First of all, what you can do, by the way, here are some photos that I've taken on PP Island. The first way is you go down here to adjustments and then you go to LUT and you can load the LUTs individually. Just click here and load LUT. And you can see here, I have created 15 different beach LUTs, as you can see here. And then also I've created 30 different sunset LUTs. Okay, so these are beach pictures. So we are going to use one of the beach LUTs. And you can see, for example, this is this classic, really classic Lightroom aqua orange look. Really beautiful, very specific colors, and now you can do it without Lightroom right here in Affinity Photo. And like I said, LUTs are very versatile. So what you can do is, first of all, you can use opacity to adjust the strength. So I can go 0%, it's not applied at all, but I can also say I want to go, for example, 50%. I want to have it a little bit less. You can also, another thing, of course, use adjustments on a LUT. So for example, I can create now an adjustment layer for color balance to say, I like the colors, but I still want to adjust them a little bit. So I can go, for example, you can see here, I can tune these colors a little bit, as you can see, with these adjustments, very easy. Another thing you can do here, of course, is you can also use adjustments, for example, like vibrance, where you can adjust the vibrance. And you can also adjust the saturation individually. So you can make the colors more faded, you can make them more intense, whatever you want to do, right? So this is very, very easy to use. It also works on iPad, by the way. So like I said, and you can use it also on videos if you want to. For TikTok, this is amazing. For YouTube, all kinds of social media platforms, right? Okay, here's the second way that I told you you can use them. When you open up a file, you can go here to the Adjustment tab. If you don't see that tab, go to View and then to Studio, and then here make a hook next to Adjustment, and you can see the Adjustment tab. Now you can scroll in here. You have a lot of different adjustments you can save, and you have this section for LUTs here, right? So in here you have this cogwheel where you can create a new category. You can name that whatever you want. I named mine, of course, Olivio Sunset and Beach LUTs. And after you have created that category, you go again on that cogwheel and you say import, and then you can import all of the LUTs or just some of the LUTs if you just want to import your favorites. And after you have done this is the beautiful thing, you can simply click on these different LUTs. As you can see here, for example, we have faded analog, really beautiful look. We have faded beige in here, which is more, well, faded basically. There we have another old faded look, really cool. You look at this kind of specific green. That is a Lightroom green. This is Adobe green, but now you don't need the software. You don't need to pay this monthly fee, but you can still have these beautiful colors. Look at that kind of nice greenish blue up here in the sea and the nice blue in the sky. Very, very cool. These kind of specific colors that you know from Instagram, from your fashion magazines, from the social media pages. That's the colors they have. Now you have them too, with a little cheat, and you save a ton of money at the same time. They also have created these sunset LUTs, and they might have the same name. For example, we have here Sunset Aqua Orange. You can see, again, creates this beautiful look, but they are not the same as the Beach Aqua Orange because they have been adjusted to work with sunsets. The other ones have been adjusted to work with the beach scenes, right? So they have the same names, but they're still different LUTs. And you can see here, there's still a lot of interesting things here, like this kind of aqua and pink look that we have. You can also do, look at this, burning orange. You can really turn a blue sunset like this one here, or this one down here, into a really burning orange. Okay, you can see it goes a little bit orange and then it goes really intense orange. And of course, another thing here to point out is a LUT adjustment, of course, as you can see here, has a mask. So you can, if you want to, invert that layer. Now nothing is applied. And then you can, for example, paint that into the areas where you want to see that. I can, for example, paint this over here a little bit. So now we have it just in this area, but still up here is blue, down here is blue. And you can see if I change the opacity that this is actually only applied in a little bit of a way because I had opacity on my brush just in that area. So you can really paint it into specifically where you want to have it in the picture, and you can use multiple LUTs on the same picture if you want to in different areas. Another thing I want to show you that makes LUTs so nice and versatile. Let's go again with the aqua orange look like this one. What you can do here is you can also use other adjustment layers on top of that. For example, one that I would suggest to you is color balance. You can see this one here. Midtones usually is the best way to adjust this. You can see I can move this around to make the colors a little bit different. You can see here goes a little bit more in the blue and green area, and now we have a more intense orange here. The blue goes a little bit into the background. Now it's a little bit more pink, so you can do some adjustments to fine-tune the colors. You can see how this has a completely different look now, and here now we have a different blue. And still you have this kind of Lightroom feel, this kind of Photoshop feel. And again, you do not need Lightroom or Photoshop to use these LUTs, but you can use them in any kind of software that accepts LUTs for photos or videos. Super versatile, very useful. And like I said, in the Pro version, you have 45 LUTs in there. So I wish you a ton of fun with this pack. It was really amazing to create it for you. The next pack I want to create is also a LUT pack specifically for city photos that is coming next month. Thank you very much and see you in my next tutorial. Bye.